Today here with me in the European Parliament in Strasbourg is Jan Huitema. Thank you so much for your presence.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I know that you are discussing here at the European level about fertilizers in agriculture. And we must see together what are the benefits or the problems for the farmers. You are a farmer, so
yes.
it will be very easy for you to explain.
Well, the big benefit is that we can reuse organic waste streams. So, for example, compost, but also, for example, in my country we have a surplus of animal manure, and we want to reuse the nutrients in those organic waste streams. And then you can save out artificial fertilizer. So that's a big benefit for the farmers because it's cost efficient, and also for the environment because we don't need to produce more artificial fertilizer.
So why was such a big resistance to change here in the European Parliament, at the European level in general?
I think it's because it's new. People have to rethink a little bit. What I like is that circularity, circular economy is now high on the agenda here in Strasbourg and in Brussels, but it needs a mind shift in a way, and you need to change legislation. So I think that is why there were some obstacles in this directive.
Let's see exactly how this directive changes things.
Mm-hmm. Well, for example, two things. So we have now criteria that you can use organic waste streams as a source for making fertilizers. This is new. And second, what is important, that it's more easy to export, for example, from one member state in the European Union to another country inside the European Union. Why is this important? For example, in my country, in the Netherlands, we have a surplus of animal manure, but maybe in Romania or in other areas in the European Union, you have a lack of animal manure and fertilizer. And now we can close the mineral circle inside the European Union, and this could not be done because we had every border in the European Union from every member state was putting an obstacle in the free movement of those fertilizers, and we removed those barriers, and now there's a free movement for those fertilizers. So that's a big improvement.
So for the reuse, what should a farmer do?
Well, actually, he has now an opportunity to have more choice actually in what fertilizer he can buy. So it's not only artificial fertilizer that was in the last centuries. They only you could use artificial fertilizer, but now there are products on the market that are made from organic materials, and he has a possibility to buy that. Why is that important? Now, first of all, you have more competition, so hopefully the fertilizer price will go down. And second, those organic fertilizers, they have one main benefit, and that's that they have organic matter in it, and that is a good soil improver for their farmland. So also there I see a benefit for the farmers. So cost and quality of the fertilizers.
Two in one, as we can
absolutely.
say. So, as a farmer, do you think this will be applicable in the near future, in the near second, let's say, after being enforced the legislation?
Yes, because the agriculture sector in the European Union, they really asked for this. So there is a big pressure from them to use it.
So it's from them to you, not vice versa?
There is a big demand from them for those new fertilizing products. So if there is a demand, there will also be businesses to make those fertilizers. So yes, I think right after it will be entering into force, they can use it also because now we have 3 years to adapt already to that situation. We know what's in the directive, so when it's applicable, then the manufacturers know what to do and can start right away.
So we as farmers, I'm speaking now, we have 3 years to put in order things, to change the mentality, to make that shift in order to enter on the new market, let's say.
Yes. No, exactly. I hoped that was also my mission to have it earlier. 3 years is still quite long, but okay, it's a very big step in a good direction. So okay, then it's 3 years. It's a long time, but still it's good, and it's good for the cost price for the farmer. It's better for their soil, and also for the image of the agriculture sector, it's better because we are now reusing waste streams for the benefit of food production. So also for the image, it's a good aspect.
Let's give some concrete examples. You as a farmer, what will you do in the next 3 years? How will you put things in order that for about 3 years from now to make this shift?
What you will see is that there are maybe small and medium-sized businesses that are going to make from the surplus of animal manure that we have in the Netherlands, make organic fertilizers or fertilizer replacements. And then after 3 years, the farmer has the choice or to buy artificial fertilizer or to buy organic fertilizer made from animal manure. And I'm sure that they will choose, a lot of farmers will choose for the last thing because it's more cost effective and better for their farmland. So yes, in those 3 years, a lot of preparation will go on. Those factories will be built. Those installations will be built, and when it's into force, then they can produce those new fertilizers.
Investments needed so.
Well, for example, in the Netherlands, it's necessary because also farmers want to be less dependent on artificial fertilizer. They're saying, hey, we have a lot of animal manure, we have a lot of nutrients in our country, so why can't we use it? Now, with this new legislation, you can use it instead of artificial fertilizer. And also maybe other areas in the European Union can say, okay, we are not buying in artificial fertilizer, but we're, for example, buying animal manure from other member states inside the European Union.
For the young farmers, is this an option, let's say? Because we've discussed previous editions of BU about the young farmers who need to be encouraged nowadays in order to keep on being farmers.
Yes. Well, I think especially young farmers are concerned about the environment, about the feeling that consumers and citizens have, how they look to the agriculture sector. So for them, image is very important too, next to the cost price and next to the quality of the fertilizer. So I really think that they are very much willing or wanting to have those fertilizers in the market because it's a part of circularity, and they really like it to show also to the public that they're doing a good job.
In the end, is this a new way of looking at agriculture?
No, in a way not. But that's most of the time the thing, that European legislations are very old. So for example, this was an update of an old directive that's maybe 30 years old, and now we updated it. And in 30 years, a lot can change. So that was the thing, that a lot of farmers wanted to do it, wanted to use more organic fertilizers, but they could not because of old-fashioned European legislation. So finally, we now updated this legislation, and they can use the fertilizers then in 3 years. So yes, they were further ahead than the policymakers.
Refreshment needed.
Yes, absolutely.